Google made a cool new AI tool called Video Artist. The AI was only made to make films. You can use writing, pictures, or even other movies to make great videos. It can also change the style of a movie, add or remove paint, and turn videos into... It's a big language model that works like the ones used for writing, but for movies. It was trained with a huge number of movies, pictures, and voice clips. It builds things one bit at a time by using what it has learned from the ones that came before. This method is called autoregressive language modeling. If you give it the word hello, an autoregressive language model will guess that word will be next word based on how likely it is to come after hello. This process of putting words next to each other. This can be done on movies with Video Poet. Just like text, it treats movies like a list of tokens, but these are audio and video tokens instead of words. Tokens are short pieces of multimedia information. As Video Poet makes films by adding these pieces on top of each other, one after the other. This makes films that seem real and make sense. It can change words, pictures, and other movies that you give it. The next step is to make them into multimedia badges. After putting these pieces together in a way that makes sense, the tool makes a movie. Two brand new tokenizers, Magic V2 and SoundStream, help it do this. Also in Magic V2, transformers and convolutional neural networks are used. In SoundStream, a recurrent neural network and a compression module are used. Many video files are easy for this tokenizer to handle, so adding them to its... Vedis Yukin's got us a video about building things Poet can turn any writing, picture, or movie you give it into tokens. Inputs are then used to tell the autoregressive language model what new output tokens to make. To finish, the tool uses the opposite features of Magic V2 and SoundStream to join these tokens back together to make movies, pictures, or sound. It can now make films that change based on what you give it. All with this tool, you can do many things, such as turn words into movies. If you tell it a line or story, like a dog chasing a ball in the park, it will make a video of that scene. That sounds and moves a lot like the real thing. It can also make films out of photos. It will make a movie of a person smiling. Naturally, if you show it a drawing or picture of someone smiling. A cool thing that Video Poet can do is change the style of videos. In other words, it can make a movie better by adding different kinds of art. Make sure what you'd like your video of a town to look like. It might look like a picture. You can also use video art and drawing outside. When someone walks in front of a green screen, this tool works great to change the scene to a beach. It can even get rid of movie sound. You have a video of someone talking. That can be turned into a clear recording of their words. Voice sound in Music Video Poet is great because it lets you make short films that run smoothly from one scene to the next. The movies never get it wrong, and they always look the same. To be creative or different, they don't have to give up reality. You can make pictures that look like they were made by professionals with this tool. Really cool how good Video Poet is at making these kinds of movies. You'll be happy, I'm sure. In this tool, you make movies, and it now has some cool new add-ons that make it even better. No-shot video generation is a useful tool that lets you make movies right away from any source without having to change anything or learn how to do it. It knows how to do this because it has seen and heard a huge number of films, pictures, and sounds from all over the world. It can also work with and make files that mix music video and pictures, among other things. This is the case because it has goals for two-way dynamic learning. That's why it makes learning goals for each type of information and shows how they fit together and work. I was just like, its goal is to make sure that the input and output are always the same, no matter the style. It also wants you to focus on yourself, which Video Poets can learn how to make work that is both special and full of meaning by setting these goals. Finally, Video Poet lets you make movies that are up to 30 seconds long, which is longer than most of these kinds of apps. It does this with a hierarchical structure that breaks the movie into parts and works on each one separately while keeping the overall structure the same. Quality and speed don't change. Another part of it is a memory system that stores information from earlier parts and builds new ones with that information. There are many things that people do with this tool. It helps digital artists make animations, paintings, and pictures that are their own show what they want to say. It helps directors cut, post-process, and add special effects to movies, which makes them better. It can make content that responds to touch, changes easily, and pulls you into engaging media, like games and VR. Video Poet is having trouble though. Long movies are hard for it to keep up and make movements that look real, for example. As a hierarchical structure, a memory system for steady time, and a global tokenizer and language model for high-fidelity motions to fix these problems. It's a lot of fun. To talk about what tools like Video Poet will do next. The tool is already very advanced and has a lot of room to grow. However, there are several things that could be done to make it even better. It could learn from tech writing speech and music, among other things. That being said, it might be able to do more now, like make movies from text or pictures and change the look of videos. One day, this tool might be able to take a long movie and cut it down to a shorter one that still has all the important parts. That's the artistry part. Watch Movie, this app already lets you make your own movies with text, pictures, and other videos. There are new ways to do things like competitive learning, reinforcement learning, and meta learning that might make the movies it makes even better. This is new and interesting. What do you think about Video Poet? Does it scare you, interest you, or make sense? You can say what you want. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and come back for more fun ones. That's all there is to it now. Come back next time for more tech and AI tales.